She loves Chanel CC, designer belt GG, house full of models GG. How many bottles plenty? How many hating many? Run it up. Hey, you guys, welcome back to another episode of A Little Kiss and Tell. This is your girl, Moneybags, and I have my friend and co-host here with me today.
Hello. I'm Jalen.
Jalen, did you want to plug your social media or anything?
Sure. You can follow me at her_by JAY.
And we have Miss Ashley, Sex with Ashley here, you guys. I'm so excited to have her here. She is a sex expert and HIV activist. So I'm going to let you, plug whatever businesses you have going out there. If there's any new book reads or anything, your social media handles and things like that for the people.
So I don't have any other businesses. So my name is Ashley Cobb, also known as Sex with Ashley. And you can follow me on Instagram at SexwithAshley. That's on all platforms.
Awesome. Straight to it.
Ooh.
Okay. So for today's icebreaker game, we're going to do 2 truths and a lie, and we're going to make it the sexy edition. So everyone will go around and say 2 truths, something dealing with the sex, and then 1 lie. And then we'll try to figure out which one is a lie, and then we'll kind of discuss the truths.
Okay.
Oh, 2 truths and a lie. Okay.
So let's see. I can go first. I've taught dick riding classes before. I've also had a threesome, and I've been to a sex club.
I feel like the teaching of the class is a lie.
Okay. And what do you think, Ashley?
No, they all sound shit that could happen. I don't know. I'll go with the. I don't know. I'm gonna pick one. I'll say swinger club. I'm sure you've been there.
Okay, yeah. So the teaching the dick riding class is a lie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, girl, I would have been there. First of all, what did you do? I didn't even get an invite.
Okay,
let's go with the guest, Sex with Ashley. What do you got?
Oh, so okay, let's see. So, it's gonna be similar to yours.
Okay.
So I used to teach blowjob classes. I've never had a threesome, and I'm a swinger.
Okay. I think you're a swinger is a lie.
Okay.
And what do you say, Jalen?
I think his swinger is the lie.
So I am a swinger. That's not a lie.
Okay.
I am a swinger. I dibble and dabble.
I
used to teach dick sucking classes. So the lie is I never had a threesome. I don't like group sex.
Okay.
So wait, with the swinger sex, so you said you don't like group sex. But
so the swinger is just we're swapping. We're not like all engaged together.
Got it.
Okay. But it's still like a one-on-one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Okay. What you got, Jalen?
Okay. So I've kissed a girl.
Would you like it?
Well, I can't. You have to see if it's like a truth or a lie. So I kissed a girl. I've had sex while in a car, and the car is moving, and people are in the car. And I have, let's see. I have had sex on a balcony.
Okay. I'm gonna roll with the sex while the car was moving is a lie.
Okay. Ashley.
I'm gonna go with that too. Hopefully that's a lie. It just don't seem safe, but you know.
So the I kissed a girl is a lie.
Oh shit! What, Jalen?
Yeah.
Knew about you, girl.
Yeah, it was an experience. So I was like, oh my God, I'm in the back
Wait,
seat.
so it was a truck or what?
Yeah, it was a truck, and we were in the back seat, and like they were in like whoever's in the front seat was in the front seat, and it was
Oh,
like,
y'all weren't driving.
we wasn't driving, we was in the back
Oh,
seat.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, okay.
That's
Yeah.
kind of
I
okay.
thought y'all were driving.
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah, Beyonce said she did it before, child. She said it in her song. Okay. All right. So y'all also make sure y'all go follow the page A Little Kiss and Tell on Instagram and check out our merch, y'all. The merch link is in our bio. So that's a special announcement for today. And for today's topic, so we're rediscovering intimacy and sexual health with SexwithAshley. So we have a bunch of questions. We are the curious minds over here on the Little Kiss and Tell podcast. Y'all know we love to hear everybody else's stuff and be curious to know and be wanting to try some things on ourselves. So we have the sex expert here today. So let me start with, do you believe in astrology?
Yes.
Okay. So what would you say? This is just a fun question, but what would you say was the best zodiac sign that you have had sex with?
So I don't know that because I don't ask you what their signs are. Like I believe in it for me. Like I have an astrologist, but like I don't think because you're a Capricorn and I'm a Aquarius that means we supposed to be together. Like I don't believe
you don't believe that part. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. Okay. And do you prefer length or girthy or a mix of both?
If I'm gonna have to pick one, it's gonna be girth.
Okay. How
Hmm.
about you, Jay?
Oh, so can I be like 2 zodiac signs?
Yes.
Because it's really a tie. Like it's really a tie. So I'm gonna have to say I'm an Aries. So Aries, okay, Aries and Aries is like crazy, and Aries and Virgo, oh my God, absolutely
Really? Okay.
intense. Yes, absolutely adventurous, fun, nasty, all of that.
I've heard any sign that you and your sign are not compatible. It's like
No, we're not compatible at all. It's our relationship, but like the sex
Oh, I see what y'all
wise,
mean. Uh-huh.
yeah, the sex wise, it was like, yeah, it's kind of like
Like
they
a little.
get me and I get them.
okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. I can see that. I can see
Mhm.
that. Okay. Let's see. Next. Do you believe in soul ties?
No, I think the only soul tie is from mother to child.
I don't know. Because I'm like, I wanted her to dig into that if that was the case. What about you, Jayla? You believe in soul ties, don't you?
I do, because I've had some, like I have definitely had partners where we was not in a committed monogamous relationship, but we had that understanding, like this is what we do, we have fun. And it got to a point where it's like, of course, feelings are developed, but it was sometimes I would have characteristics of that partner I was with, like I could tell like those characteristics are now coming out in me, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Has that
'Cause
ever happened to y'all? Like it's like this
I mean,
person is
I think if you're around people long enough, you start to act like them. That's just how
okay.
it's
that is
just kind of how it works. With when you're around somebody, you pick up things, you start saying things, mimicking things because you're just around them a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's what I think. I personally don't feel like you because you have sex with somebody, your soul is tied to them. I think that's just a gimmick from the church to make us not have sex. And I've had sex with a lot of people. I don't have no soul ties with nobody. I have people that I like. I have people that we have how your body works. So, when you have your estrogen and all these other like chemicals that work, and when you like people, so I have
Yeah.
all of those things. But that's just biology. That's
Yes.
not a soul tie thing. Like our souls are tied. No, nigga, I just like you. And so
Okay. I heard that. Okay. Jaylee, you got a question?
Let's see. So, how can individuals explore their sexual boundaries and desires safely?
That's a good question. So I think people can do that many ways. One, in order to that, you have to have if you're gonna do it with a partner, have to have somebody you can feel comfortable with and talk to and have a safe space. No one wants to explore anything with someone they don't feel safe with. So if it's a partner, that has to be the first thing. So I used to tell people if you're trying to look for something to do different, there's this thing called a yes, no, maybe chart, and you can Google it, and different ones pop up on Google. And it's a list that has different types of like sexual activities, sexual kinks, a list of things, and then it's a column for yes, no, maybe. And so you do with your partner, you click the things that are like hell yes, the things that are like maybe or maybes, and the things that are like hell no or no's, and then y'all swap. So that's a good way for you guys to kind of figure out, okay, these are things that we kind of got in common, things that we want to try, and then you just kind of Google and do those things. Google is your friend. If someone like looking to get into like kink, there are tons of things. Typically, if you live in a metropolitan city, in your city, that they have munches, they have meetups, they have clubs, they have what's that? Meetup groups. There's meetup groups for all things. Yeah. So you just have to like Google and find things and and go.
I like that. I did come across that yes, no, maybe sheet. But I ain't been bold enough to send them the sheet. It has some crazy things on there.
So wait, so I need to Google this because I've never heard of it.
Yeah, remind me after this. I can send you the one that I have.
Yes.
I gotta send him over that. He probably wouldn't care. He's open to stuff.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, what resources are available for those who want to learn more about sexual health and HIV prevention?
So the biggest thing I talk about with women, because I work with women of color, Black women, right? And so the biggest thing I teach people is about PrEP, which is pre-exposure prophylaxis, which is the birth control to HIV. So like I'm on birth control currently because I don't want no babies, right?
Definitely strong, girl. Definitely strong.
Like if I'm pregnant, the birth control not gonna work, right? Because I already am pregnant. Now I need a plan B, right? That's what that is. So the PrEP is for people who are not positive and want to remain negative, right? So I want to remain negative, so I'm on it's a pill form, or you can get a shot like a depot shot. And you can go and get it every other month, and you can go, and now I don't have to worry about that. Yes, I have to worry about other things like chlamydia, gonorrhea, syphilis, yes, herpes, yes too. But I don't have to worry. At least I know that if something happens, I know what it's not. Right? It ain't that. So we can eliminate that, and we can talk about the other things.
Interesting. Okay. And so with the PrEP pill, you have to take that daily, like birth control?
So a pill you take daylight birth control every day. They supposed to be at around the same time the day. That's why I don't take the pill, because I wasn't good taking birth control pills. I'm not taking PrEP pills. So I'm on the injection birth control, and I have the implant. I mean the injection PrEP, and I have the implant in my arm because I don't do well pills.
Okay. The shot that you have to get every month.
Every other
month. Oh, that's not bad. And then where do they shoot it, in your butt or?
In your butt.
Your butt.
Your hip, your butt. And then like when you go there, you get an HIV test every time. So every other month I get an HIV test, because you have to be negative to continue. So I get an HIV test. So at least I know I'm getting tested every other month. So that's a good thing too.
And how is it covered with insurance? Like, is it a costly thing or?
My insurance covers it. So now most insurances cover it, supposedly. Supposedly there are the good thing about Atlanta is there are so many clinics, HIV clinics or PrEP clinics, that you can go free. Grady PrEP for free, ERC free, DeKalb Public Health free. So there's so many places in the Atlanta metro, you can go get it for free even if you don't have insurance.
Okay.
Yeah,
the place people. I hope y'all took notes. Listen, just rewind if you missed it.
The
Okay, so
place I go to, it's in Marietta. It's called Someone Cares, and
Mm-hmm.
they do everything. They swab. I tell you, every hole they
Mm-hmm.
if you got a hole, they're gonna swab it. And if
oh,
something goes on, they definitely gonna call and they're gonna be like, "Hey, come up here." They're gonna give you a medication and invite come back. So, and they take insurance and they don't take insurance too.
okay, that's good.
Hmm.
Okay, so what would you say are some common misconceptions about sexual health in our 30s and 40s?
Just for women or just for
Both, if you have both.
okay. So let's do women because that's those the people like I talk to and I care about. We care about men, but so for women, I think is one misconception is that all women post an orgasm vaginally. We don't.
Uh,
Right, most
Hmm.
of us do not. Rarely is penis alone enough to have an orgasm, and that's okay.
okay.
I think another one is that people think that when you get 40 or something, your stuff stops working and you start wanting to have sex. That's also not true. There's like your libido actually picks up from like 40 and like 47 somewhere in there, right before menopause hits.
Ooh, I'm gonna have
It kind of it picks up in your 20s, because biologically that's the time we're supposed to be having babies, and then it kind of goes like a kind of like a steady, not decline. It's kind of like at a midpoint in the 30s, because and then it picks back up in your 40s, and it kind of goes back down again in your 50s during menopause. I think another misconception is that women don't want to fuck as much as men do, and we do. Right,
Yeah.
we do.
the truth.
We
That
do.
is the truth. Because I've heard like it's actually like as we get older, like our sex drives go up, and as men get older, their sex drives kind of like tend to go down. So
Right.
it's like,
And I don't know if it's so much their sex drive goes down with men or their ability to use their penis goes down.
mm,
The.
mm.
Like,
Got a little ED going,
yeah,
got
that's like if your penis don't work, of course you can't have sex because your penis don't work.
like start put
Um,
the hookah down.
yeah, so like that's a thing because men don't take care of themselves. They don't.
Right. They
They don't.
don't. They don't do all the health protocols and things like we do. Taking their vitamins and things, drinking enough water. I'm just like dating grown
Girl,
men, and I'm like,
not cooking properly,
you ain't eat no vegetables this week. Like, what? You ain't drink no water. Like, what you doing,
No
Like,
water.
so this your third time going to Wendy's.
girl? Oh my god.
Like, what?
Okay, you got one.
Yeah, let's see. So how many people worry about decreased like libido as they age, and what advice do you have for maintaining like your sexual desire and like keeping things right and tight down there?
So I was at a conference this past week, and in the conference we were talking about sex and pleasure and all that other stuff. And one of the ladies in my session was 84 years old, black lady, and she was saying how she is still fucking and looking for a man to fuck, right?
Yeah,
At 84 years old.
Yes,
it's gonna be me. I ain't gonna listen again, but that's gonna be me.
it gave
Listen,
me so much hope. I was like, dang, I want to be you. Like at 84,
Right.
I want to be like
what?
the woman in the nursing home giving the old men VD. Like, let that be me, right? I want to be the woman who was passing it around because I'm just like fucking everybody.
Like, listen, honey,
But
leave the shade tube out the way.
right, but she was like, yes. She was like, yes. People think because you in your 80s or you're older, you don't have sex. She's like, no, I still have sex. It still works. I still, get horny and all that stuff. And then she said like she went through a period with menopause where stuff changes because your body changes. But she talked to her doctor. She was like, it's not getting wet like it used to. This is happening. And then her doctor prescribed her like some hormone things, some medication for it. And then she was like, it was fine. So my
Mm-hmm.
question, the point of saying that is, if you're someone you're experiencing dryness or whatever, one, lube is your friend. I think there's like this lube shame. Like you have to there's so much shame around using lube. You're supposed to be using
Mm-hmm.
lube whether you got a wetness or not, because lube helps it prevents micro tears and which
Mm-hmm.
and micro tears make you more susceptible to STIs. So you'll be using lube regardless of whatever stage you are in life. However, if you're someone who has a little dryness issue, lube is your friend. It comes in all different types. You have flavored kind, non-flavored kind, water-based, oil-based, silicone-based, hybrid-based. Like, it have all different types of lube. So, like, use lube, talk to your doctor, and figure out if it's a hormonal thing. Like, some people have, after they have hysterectomies, they have hormonal issues, but there's like medications you can take to kind of offset some of that. So don't be afraid to talk to your doctor about it, and think that you're like something's wrong with you, and you're alone because you're not.
And what do you feel about like all the ads and promos on Instagram for like the vaginal vitamin stuff that makes you wet and stuff like that?
Makes you wet and tight.
Well, they work. I've tested some. I'm like, I want to see this. Does it make you wet?
Right.
They work. I had one, and it was like soaking wet. I'm like, this is crazy. And all I did is took it and sat down. It wasn't like we were doing anything. I was watching TV and like, oh my God. Like it's like what's happening? Am I having a baby? It was a lot. So they
like slip and slide down there, girl.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yes.
So, they work. They work. So use some of them pills, some coochie pills.
Yeah.
Are there any like adverse effects if you keep using those like coochie pills?
I think, I don't know, but I think anytime you put medicine into your body for a long period of time, it's gonna have an adverse effect.
It's not okay.
Yeah,
that makes sense. Okay, so we all hear that there are a lot of spots within women that, the K spot, the G spot. So can you please let the people know about these spots and where they're located if you have that information?
Okay, so I think so everyone's different is the first thing. So everyone's spots are different and they're individualized to that person. So let's start there. I like to have people do so they can kind of know what spot they have. It's called like a pleasure body scanning activity where you kind of like sit naked. In front of a mirror, sit naked, or you can do it with a partner, and you just kind of like touch over your body. You can use like a toy or something, or you can use your hand, whatever works. Like kind of touch over your body and kind of see what sensation feels like. Oh, this feels kind of good. This not doing anything for me. You also need to set the scene. So play music, all the other stuff too. So you kind of get yourself into like the mood. So like kind of touch over your body and kind of figure out just your erogenous zones. What parts of your body feels good to you, right? And so that way it's kind of easier once you kind of know what parts, like I like this. What parts to tell your partner to touch. I did an activity with a group of women, and I also learned something. One lady said one of her spots was the back of her knees. I never really thought the back of my knees.
I've heard that.
Yeah,
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna add that to it. Let's try that out.
Right.
So it's like some people like their elbows. There's one person, she was like, the palms of her hand. Touching the palms of her hand does nothing for me, right? But you have to know your spots. But like for orgasm, there's different types of like orgasms. So you have like the typical ones, clitoral, nipple ones. You have G-spot orgasms, the typical ones, and then you also have like anal orgasms. You also have so the A spot is further up past the G spot near the cervix. So if you're one of those persons who like, kind of like the pressure of the cervix, that's a whole thing. So there's different types, and then you have like a blended orgasm, which is a combination of types. So like, for example, if you want to mix like a G spot, it'll have to be penetration with a clitoral one. So that's a whole blended. So a blended it kind of amplifies the orgasm. So you have two things going on at one time, and so it kind of makes the orgasm that much more intense. So, but there's different types. Like, so my suggestion would be to people is to like go Google different types of orgasms, right? And then try each one individually and see which one you react to. And then that's you, boo.
I love it. That's you, boo. Okay, so another big question. Can every woman squirt?
So every
Ooh.
woman has the parts too. So if everyone who's born female has the all of the same parts. Like everyone has the ability to have a six pack, but we don't.
Mm,
Mm,
okay.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. What would you
So
say
like, oh,
the
sorry.
oh, you have something?
So it's like, is it true? Is squirt a mixture of like cum and urine? Because that's always like, no, it's not. I'm like, well, where else can that much bodily fluid come from other than your bladder?
So yeah, so when you squirt does have traces of pee in it, but it's not pee, right? Traces of pee becomes okay. So when you because it comes out of your urethra, so
Hmm.
pee comes through your kidneys, your bladder, kidneys, urethra, right?
Hmm.
That's the way it goes. So pee isn't pee until it goes through from your belly and go through your kidneys filtration system, then it comes out. That's what makes urine, right? It's filtrated, right?
Hmm.
So squirt comes through your so it's liquid in the bladder that goes through the skin gland that comes out through the urethra. So it bypasses the kidneys altogether. It does not go through the filtration system. So you
Oh.
have traces of urine in it because it's going out the same hole.
Mm.
She like broke that down real good for y'all. We kept
Real deal, because it's always been like, no, like I have squirted in the past, and like, but I only have squirted with toys. I probably squirted with a partner one time, but I'm like, yo, I smell urine. Like I cannot sleep until I change all the sheets. I clean my bed. Like I'm like, I smell urine. Like it has to be urine.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
So it's again, it's traces of urine in it.
Traces. Okay.
Traces. And the trace amount, I guess, depends on the person. But is it like 100% urine? No, it's not.
Mm-mm.
Um, and typically I tell people what they see in like porn, that is urine. They're peeing. No one's skeeting across the that's pee.
okay.
Looking like the water hose when you
Yeah,
put your
no,
thumb. You put your thumb by the water hose and be.
yeah.
Right. Oh my God. Okay, I got a question. So what positions or toys would you say if someone is trying to see if they can squirt are best to do?
So you need G-spot toys. G-spot toys are toys that have a ball on the head,
Okay.
and it has a curve. So it's kind of curves like this, and it has like a little the head. It has like a head, like a penis head,
Okay.
kind of. So it's big at the head, it's bulbs at the head, and it
Mhm.
curves. So those are G-spot toys. So anything that's straight is not a G-spot. It has to curve to order to be a G-spot toy. Because
So
that's how.
just getting the roof of the
Yes.
okay.
Yes.
Mm.
G spot toy.
So if you want to explore G spot, you can try it with a toy. I have never been able to doing it with a toy for me just hasn't worked. It's to me it only works for me if another person is doing it like with their hand. It doesn't work for me with a toy because I ain't doing a toy right. I don't know, or maybe because it's just my body likes how the hand feels better. So
Okay, so like y'all
Mm.
hear what she's saying too. Like that won't always be the go-to or the way that works for you. So
yeah,
like with the hand, it's the two that they say the come hither.
yeah, the come hither works for me every time.
Wow.
Also,
Mm.
depending on the penis, how if it's like, if it curved up, curved to the left, and how your position is, hitting that G spot with the penis also works.
Hmm.
What do people do that have like tilted uterus? Like any recommendation for them?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't have an answer for that. That's a good question.
That's
I'm
a
always like my tilted uterus girl's like, girl, like I'm so sorry. Like
I've
great question.
from people who I know have tilted uterus, they always say they like smaller penises. It just feels better and works better, and like I guess depending on how it's tilted, like maybe from the side or something, probably will work.
hmm.
It's probably a lot of this trial and error.
Yeah. Oof. Like girl,
So
sorry.
another popular question and thing that flows around on Instagram. Is it true that your sex is only good if the person can last 1 to 3 minutes?
No, because men who masturbate last longer. So if you have a man who masturbates regularly and he masturbates before he
Hmm,
got to you, he's not gonna come quickly. It has nothing to do with the sex.
I agree. That's a thing. Okay. And then what would you say are your best oral tips for man or woman or both?
Ooh.
Let's see. I'll do men. I'll do ortiz for penis because I don't eat coochie. But whoever do good, maybe they can answer the question. I don't do that. So I think the best tip I've learned is to use your hands. And you just really like for it be enjoyable. You don't really need a deep throat. It's visual. They like it, but it's not necessary. You can literally just focus on the head of the penis, use your hands on the shaft, and it's a good time.
Okay, and get them balls, just massage.
Yeah, like you can literally do this, focus on the head with your.
Okay, so what is a ball movement? Is it like you kind of like juggling?
Yeah, like soothing, like
Okay.
massage.
It depends on person too. Like I've had people who tell you to kind of like tug at it a little harder or don't like it. Don't tug at all. It depends on the person.
Okay.
Cause everybody different because it's very sensitive. So I heard. I don't have any balls, but so I heard it's very sensitive. So it kind of depends on the person. Some people don't like them touched at all. But if you like suck them, okay, so suck them or use like a bullet vibrator on them.
Oh,
why are you
like just put it around the area?
You can put it like in the groove
in the gooch area
too.
Okay.
Or you can like massage it with it while you're like sucking, giving.
Okay. Put it in my notepad.
Right. Put a pen in that one right there. Okay. Okay.
You know what's really crazy? I'm sorry, but I have to like get this out. I remember one time like I was like doing like oral, and the guy like he told me to bite the tip, not like but like he wanted like what is that? What is I don't like what is that? Like he wanted me just to feel like a little bit of teeth, like bite down. I was like,
for some people, pain is pleasure. They like it.
I was like, this is weird.
I feel like people who like nipple clamps. I don't like nipple clamps. I don't like anything on my nipple other than your mouth. Because nipple, for my nipples are hella sensitive. But some people like nipple clamps, like the pain of it all. It's a no for me. But everybody different.
Right.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it's more so like the cock ring. Like maybe like he want me to mimic like a cock ring, but kind of like.
A cock ring shouldn't hurt though.
Yeah. I don't know.
And they usually go further down the shaft.
Yeah, they all the way down they should be like towards the balls if you do it. They should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you bite it? I'm curious. How did you
It was a little cat nibble, It was a little cat nibble. I enjoyed it, but I ain't do that shit again. I was like, yeah, no.
Why not?
I was like, this feels weird. This is like,
You said, you say it like that, sis.
I was like, what is happening down here?
Okay, I got a question about anal. So, the spot that's in anal, is it true that you can come out of your rectum, or is that something else?
You mean come as in you have an orgasm because you have anal sex?
Yes.
Yeah. I've had one.
Those real fluids that's coming out of there.
Oh, real fluids, like liquid fluids?
Yeah.
No, your anus doesn't lubricate.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So that is like, and your anus doesn't lubricate from what I know. Now, again, I don't know everything, but no, I think that's probably just lube.
Lube, man.
Lube.
You can have an orgasm from your anus.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the friction of the lube, it turns.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I'm like, are they coming out of your booty? Okay. Okay. Let's see. Let's get a good one. Okay. What are your best, like, what toys do you gravitate towards the most?
The wand is my favorite toy.
The wand. And
that's the one.
That's the one. Back massager.
Oh. Yeah, it looked like one of those.
Yeah,
it's a big head at the end. It's straight away. Okay. Yep.
Okay. So mine come in different sizes. I have like the huge white one that got famous years ago in the 90s, and then I have like the one that's probably about this big. But I like the wand because wands are. I'm a clitoral stimulation girl, so I like get to it, boom, 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 right? It's,
Yeah.
has all the speeds,
Mm-hmm.
all the sensations. So I like the wand. The wand is my go-to sex toy always. The rose, but not for my clitoris because I don't like the rose on my clitoris. So the rose for like my nipples.
What?
Mm.
Girl,
Okay.
The rose as on your nipples is chef's kiss. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever.
Wow.
The nipple. So what if you have nipple rings? Like, do you feel like that would like intensify it?
Maybe I don't have nipple rings, but
Okay.
maybe probably would. Just so I would probably start it on the low setting for nipple rings. Well, I would start on
Okay.
low setting for everybody, but
Right.
definitely,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Oh, listen.
I don't have a rose, but I have like, of course, the clitoral stimulator, and I
They are the same.
swear, like, whew.
You can put on your nipples to do the same thing.
Okay. So the wand is just for the outside.
It is not. It's not insertable.
Okay.
Yeah, insertable toys don't do it for me. I'm not a penetration orgasm person. So the wand, I mean the insertable toys like the rabbit, they don't work. I don't like it. For me, I don't like them.
Okay. Okay. What are some ways that couples can communicate their preferences, desires, and or toys to enhance their sexual connection? Because some people are shameful when they bring toys in the bedroom and things.
It ain't some people. It's just men. Like they be like, "What you need this toy
What's
for?"
wrong with them?
Right. What
Is
you
my
doing?
is my dick not enough? It's not actually. But
You
it's not. But that's not a reflection on you per se. It's just how I'm wired. So I have found the best way to get men involved in going and using sex toys is one to take them on a field trip to the sex store and pick out one. Have them pick out something they think is cute to use on you first.
Right. Okay.
And then okay, so sex toys are not gendered. So you can use a sex toy in any gender, men, woman, whatever, whatever. And they're not gender specific. So get a sex toy, let him use it on you. And then especially if it vibrates, and then you can turn around and be like, okay, let's see let's see if you like it. Make it a little cute. And start someplace above the waist, like the neck or something. And then move down to his nipples and see and still communicate. Well, how's that feel? Do you like it? You want to turn up a notch? You want to turn it down? Blah blah blah. And like, okay. Like I have used sex toys on every guy that I was having sex with.
Really?
Really?
What toy do they like the most?
Vibrators work for men.
Okay.
I think because men feel comfortable with me.
Okay.
And then I have a whole door of dicks in my room. So like it's a door. It's a shoe rack of vibrators.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, people send me free stuff, so it hangs on my door.
Oh.
And so like, I guess because of what I do, they feel very like, I don't know, safe, I guess. I don't know. And so they're like, okay, we'll try it. Now, they probably won't tell their friends they tried it.
Right.
They've tried it. So, whatever that it is.
Okay.
Yeah, so I found it's just a lot easier to let them do it on you first and then try to do it on them and kind of like, okay, and then talk them through it. And they'll be like, oh, that's kind of neat. I like that, cool.
Okay.
Interesting. I like the trip to the sex store.
Go make it a whole field trip. Go like go to if you in Atlanta, go to the Tokyo and Cheshire, honey, the big one.
Oh. I heard we go down in that dungeon.
Like then maybe you can go downstairs.
That room downstairs.
Like I'd be prepared. It's a lot. They go down in that room downstairs. I've been down there. So just be prepared.
Okay.
Oh wow. Yeah, that sounds like a fun time.
Yeah.
Like a quick little surprise after a date and just be like, I gotta make a pit stop real quick. Go to the sex store. Be like,
and then also too, like, I think it's also easier like if you use things that are happening in like pop culture or whatever's trending. So say something's trending, like when my Young Miami was like she does golden showers on Diddy. Can we say Diddy name out loud? Okay. So when she was doing golden showers, that was the perfect segue. If you were someone who liked to do them or receive them, be like, oh, what do you think about this? And then they'll be like, oh, not my thing, or whatever they think that's nasty, blah blah, whatever they think.
Right.
You will get their opinion without you telling them you like it, and then based on their reaction, you can be like, okay, what they say, like, oh, I think it's kind of neat. oh, cool, me too. Blah blah. Let's try it.
Right. Okay. That's good. That's a good way.
Mm-hmm.
Some people that's closed minded, so it's like it takes a second to yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, especially they never like experienced that
Right.
before. Yeah, it's a little.
So yeah, so use trending topics, what's happening on TV, something like that, and be like, let's try this.
That's good. Okay. Now, is this true about desensitizing your clitoris by overtly masturbating or your dick?
No. So yes and no. So like, okay, so if you use a sex toy a lot, your body gets used to the sensation of the toy.
Okay.
Right? So toys are made to make you come.
Mhm.
That's what they're designed to do. So a toy is going to make you come probably faster and probably more intense than a person because it's a machine. That's what it's made to do. So your body will get used to, if you do it all the time, your body will get used to you orgasming one way. So
Mm.
is it desensitized? No. It's just used to you doing something at the same time. You do something over a long period of time, you just get used to doing it that way. So a suggestion would be is to either one, change up your toy routine, use various toys, don't stick to just one. If you're gonna have sex with a person and soon, don't use a toy for a few days,
Mm.
Mhm.
stuff like that. But it doesn't desensitize where you can't feel nothing. No, it just your body's get used to you having sex that one way. That's it.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense how she broke that down.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
What about like for men? There was something that came out on like social media. Like the more men masturbate, the lower their testosterone is. Is that the same for like women? Like we lose like estrogen or
I,
something?
I,
Like we
I-
do?
I've heard men say that they usually like the Dr. Umar's kind of men that say that. I don't know. I have no idea if that's factual or not. I've heard them say
Mhm.
it. I don't know. I haven't read it. Like I have not read like a medical a
Article,
medical
yeah.
article that confirms that. So I have no idea.
Let's say everybody medical article is the Shade Room
Right.
TMZ.
So it's just like it's the Dr. Sebies and then
Man.
that's repeating that for me. So I don't know.
Yeah. I'm like, okay.
See. Okay, so is it also true that one should taste their own secretions?
I think so. At least you can know what it tastes like.
True.
I mean, because
Mm.
why you want somebody else to taste it and you're not willing to taste your own food?
Oh, these
You're
men.
not gonna taste it. Like, what?
It's you. Like or like or like if but here's the thing though, like it say it's a man who don't want to taste it. But
Men
like
don't want to
say
taste
you
the stuff.
say you sucking dick, right? And you come,
Right.
it's on your lips. Just give him a kiss. He'll kiss you. There you go.
Right.
True.
Because they be wanting us to like, kiss them and suck their fingers
Yeah.
after they like, just devoured our whole coochie. It's just like, sir,
Exactly.
like I just sucked your dick and swallowed, so you better kiss me.
Right. It's so
At
weird.
this point, we swapping all bodily fluids. It's all
Exactly.
connected. It's all connected.
Yep.
And if it got like a little twang, then we need to talk.
Exactly. Talk
Mhm.
about that diet of yours. What you eating? What
Mm.
you drinking?
Eat these pineapples.
Okay. Okay, Jayla, you had the one about BV asymptomatic. I didn't know what you meant by that one. What you mean?
So like, say like you go to the doctor, like you're not having symptoms of BV like the fishy odor or like the discharge, but they say like you have BV. Is that normal or what can you do to like improve your just vaginal health in general?
My personal opinion is VV bacterial vaginosis is just a common thing that people are going to have. If you have a vagina and you having sex with it, you're going to have BV sometime between now and time you die. It's just I discovered
Hmm.
that's what happened. So what I do, and especially if you're having sex with like more than one person,
Hmm.
it's just bound to happen, right?
Hmm.
Um,
Bless you.
but it's not a thank you, but it's not an STI or anything like that. It's just the how our pH of our vagina, because vaginas are very sensitive, so it's a pH of it's out of whack. So I use boric acid suppositories
Okay.
Okay.
and honey pot. That's what I use.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Ooh. So, what are the best positions for men with overly big, large penises and the smaller,
Oh,
skinnier penises? Like
None.
certain positions that work for both.
None, baby. I don't know why people. I don't know why people like big dicks. I be like, I don't get it. Like they cute to look at.
That's
I'm
so
like,
gay.
what are y'all doing? Who wants like? No. Who?
my cervix is being stabbed, sir.
Yes.
Like, where
Jesus.
is that going?
I do not get it. I be like, why y'all do this to yourselves? Like,
Oh my
Yeah.
tell him good day. If
Yeah.
if you take your pants off and that it is like long bigger than what I'm doing. I'm not doing this. Like I don't want a third leg. It was cute when I was 19 because I thought, oh girl,
Right.
I put that dick. But
Yeah.
as you get older, you know better. You like, this is crazy. This is torture. Why am I doing this?
Right.
So my opinion is don't. There is no position. Like I've had there's no position that feels good. Not a one. I've tried them all.
Oh,
None. Like I've had penises and like some feel better than others, I guess.
yes.
But and the thing to it, guys, with the best position with a guy with a big dick is to not try to put all that shit in me. But they do. They try to force it all. I'm like, why are you doing that? The whole penis does not have to go in my vagina.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Because they'll get sensation just off the head. Like
Yes, it's like
Right.
you get a kick out of making me squirm. Like, sir, please stop.
right. Yeah. Trying to torture.
Shorter
or skinnier.
But I would say riding, because with riding you get to control how much of it you take in.
Oh, true. Yeah.
So, like, when you are on top, you're on top, girl, and you have an orgasm, is that like clitoral and penetration orgasm, or is it just the G spot, or just like what type of orgasm is that when you're on top?
So it depends. So
Okay.
if it's massaging the G spot, there's a G spot orgasm.
Okay.
So your vaginal walls are connected to your clitoris.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an orgasm that's stimulating the vaginal walls, then it's a clitoral orgasm. So it's kind of hard to tell. Well, I mean,
Okay.
well, it's cool. It could be both of them, or it could
Both.
be one or the other.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. And let's see. Did we talk about the shorter, skinnier penises positions?
I don't think there's any good position for skinny dicks. Like, we're not shaming. So we are not penis shaming. I throw it out there. Because skinny is, I guess,
Like skinny and long, or like just
if it's long, then at least you get some
length.
length, right?
Yeah.
So you can at least touch something at the end there.
Right.
But if you're skinny and for me, I like girths. So I like my vaginal walls to be touched. So that's not doing it. But for shorter though, like shorter penises, shorter penises work really well for anal sex if anybody's into that. They work really well. Shorter penises work really good for riding on top, reverse cowgirl, facing that way because you can kind of like sit on it a little bit. Smaller penises work well for doggy style.
Yep. Okay. And what are ways of intimacy without sex? Y'all heard that?
Yeah.
Is somebody calling us? What in the world? Is that on my side?
My phone on do not disturb.
Mine is too.
Mine is too.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So, what are some ways of intimacy without sex?
So, intimacy and sex are not the same. We think they're synonymous, but they're not. So, intimacy is just about closeness with someone, and you can do that through friendship. You can do that through other ways outside of sex. So, like walking at the park, right? Holding hands, having conversations, sharing desires. Those are all ways how we build intimacy outside of sex with people. It's not all it's not a sex is a part of intimacy, but it's not the only way to have create intimacy.
Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to see what food or drinks that's no drugs, no alcohol are aphrodisiacs, and do you think they work?
I mean, folks say chocolate and what's the other one?
Oysters.
Oysters. They never work for me. Like I like chocolate. I like chocolate all the
Right.
time. Chocolate don't
Me
make me horny.
too.
I like chocolate because I'm just fat. It has nothing to do with being horny. It's just that's all that is.
Bro,
And
don't
you know,
make me horny.
no, it don't. It doesn't do it. I know you said no drugs, so but like the thing that makes me horny is weed. You wanna get me horny for real? Weed me.
Honey,
So
a
like that
porn
works.
star.
Or what?
Porn star. We and wine, some red wine. Oh my God.
You like the red wine? I love red wine, but it more so puts me like in
A mellow mood.
A
Yeah.
yeah,
mellow, yeah.
Yeah, you want to make me horny? Weed makes me horny. I'm not sure exactly why that is, but
What is
chocolate, then I'll eat the whole bag of
Listen,
Snickers just fine.
listen, I grew up eating like oysters like over like maybe like a dozen and 2 dozen. I don't never feel no type of way. I'm
oh,
like, is
really?
aphrodisiac like a real thing? Because I'm like, I don't know, feel
Is
nothing.
What really gets my pussy going is money, right? You want money is the aphrodisiac. Take me
Money make
out,
the cash
spend
go
money on me,
woo.
spend some money. Yeah,
Okay, I know that's fucking right.
Right,
Money,
treat me like a queen. Just court
right?
me.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, princess treatment all day. Okay. Okay. Do you agree with the statement of allowing a hall pass can help rebuild some great intimacy within your bedroom?
I think if you if uh, so yes, I don't think people should have open relationships and hoping that's going to fix your already damaged marriage. No, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think open relationships fix the problem. I
Mm,
think it just maybe pacifies it for a minute, but it's the problem still going to be there, and you're going to still have the
Right.
problem. I think you should only do hall passes if you really are a couple who is okay with being non-monogamous. If you are not okay with it, then don't do that because it's not going to fix your marriage.
mm.
Because
Mm-mm.
because you know what I've noticed?
What?
Uh, People who cheat are going to cheat,
Okay. No.
Mm-hmm.
whether they have a
Facts.
hall pass or not. I
Ooh.
know someone who they're married. And their wife is like, oh, we're gonna do this thing. They are they have an open marriage, but they're supposed to date together. Um,
Ooh.
Mm.
And they
and
still get greedy.
and he has solo missions all the time.
He be doing. He
Oh,
take. You gave him an
So
inch. He took the whole highway.
let's take
yeah.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
again, if someone's a cheater, giving them a hall pass is not gonna make them not be a cheater.
Mm,
They're just not. They're just a cheater. It's just cool.
yes,
Yeah.
That's a moral issue. It has nothing to do with
right.
their it's a cheater.
And what about like when so the men they'll be okay with having a threesome if you invite the woman, but what if you want to invite the male, another male,
Yeah,
or do the swing and swap thing?
I think men in
Okay, with
general are just like uh
it. I know she about to go.
I just think they're so cavemen in their thinking. Like it's crazy. But yeah, so, men they'll love a threesome if it's two women. As soon as you say two men, it's like I ain't gay. Oh well, sir, no one's telling you to suck the nigga dick. That's not what we're asking you to do. Like we're not saying do that. It's
Right.
just two people having sex. Like they just be doing a lot. But also in their defense, men have not had the luxury to be able to explore
Mm-hmm.
without things being gay. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 40. So I grew up in the 90s. So in the 90s, that's gay. You talk about tell a man that's nice shoes. Yeah, everything's gay in the 90s.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think so if there's someone who is like of my age and older, they still have that. They still have that.
Mentality.
Yeah, that I can't do this. It's gay. When actually it's not. It's just sex. So whatever.
Mm-hmm. And y'all exploring it together,
Mm-hmm.
or the men that just don't want another man inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
They say you're the person that they have to internally go into you.
Mm-hmm.
That was a whole
Mm-hmm.
discussion we had off camera, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it, but I guess I'm not a man. But yeah.
How would you like navigate a couple that wants to do a threesome, but the female isn't into like female, like she's not attracted or she has no desire to like go down?
Well, then don't do a threesome. In order to be a threesome,
Okay.
you got like bitches and pussy. Like that's the whole point. You have no desire to have sex
Yeah.
with a woman or
Yeah.
have no desire to do anything with a woman, like nothing.
Mhm.
It's, what are you doing the threesome for? Are you doing this because you trying to appease your husband? Don't do that.
Yeah. Some women will do that. They will just do that just to please their husband. I've seen like some like videos where the woman would like get a toy and play with the other woman because she just can't do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. If you gotta
That's
do
a
all
lot.
that, just don't have no threesome.
Get the toy.
Out of it.
Yeah, just don't do it. You don't
Take
have
a field trip and go
like
to
you
the
don't
sex
you don't have
fun.
to do anything someone asks you to do. You can always say no. No is
Mhm.
no is an answer. Like no.
Yeah.
Cool. And it's actually a
Yeah.
complete sentence. I don't have to give you no. I don't want to. That works.
No.
And if he wants to have a threesome someplace else, and if you're like, okay, well, you can, I'm also very open. So if I had a husband, he wanted to have a threesome, I did not. I'm like, well, okay, go have a threesome. Just come back home, like whatever.
Oh,
Because if I don't want to do it, like if I don't want to, again, I'm also of the mind of, again, if someone gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. If someone wants to not be here anymore, they're not gonna be here anymore. So, and sex is just sex. Doesn't mean because you have sex with somebody else that you don't love me. It doesn't mean that you have sex with somebody that you're also going to leave me. It just means you just had sex with somebody.
I want to get to that point.
Mm.
I think it's that why lie? It be the lying that hurt too.
Why lie about what?
So if you're gonna go cheat, but then you come around me and you lying and moving weird, and I gotta find out about it, that's even worse.
Because people like they lie because they feel like if I tell the truth,
It's scared. It's a
you scared
fear.
to tell the truth. Like you're gonna
Yeah,
react.
you scared.
Yeah.
Give me the option to leave if I want to leave. Maybe.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think you should tell people up front here.
Yeah.
This is what it is, and give people the option to choose. However, I think most women, if a man was like, all right, you can be my wife, but I'm also gonna have, side chicks out there, and a lot of women be like, nah, we ain't doing that. They don't want to do it. And
Right.
they have a right to not do it.
Right.
It's fine. But so I don't think men feel like we are going to go along with it. That's why they lie.
We might bring it back up and stuff or be self-conscious about stuff. I get it. Yeah.
Well, some people be like, listen, if you cheat, I'm going to cheat back. Like, let me cheat. Like, let me get my lip back. I'm like, I don't think I can even do that. Like,
To me, I think cheating is a rich man's sport.
Thank you. It is.
It is. Like if you like, I can do outside bitches. I can't do outside kids. So, and then I just want to understand that sex is just that. It's just sex. Just because somebody fucking someone does not mean he don't love me. It's just sex. So like, I'm okay with you having whatever you have, as long as you do it in a respectable way, right? You don't be fucking my neighbor, right? Don't
right.
Find somebody clear across town. Somebody who know me, find some new bitch that don't know who I am. Don't be posting the bitch on Instagram. Like, it's just ways to do shit. Like, like don't be doing none of that. It just, and if you keep everything cool and also don't let me find out some shit that about you that I already didn't know. Like no woman should be able to come to me and call me and be like, girl, let me talk about your husband.
Exactly.
I should already know we have a open marriage. So he's able to do whatever he's doing. And don't make me my whole thing is don't make me look crazy.
Yeah.
That part. Don't embarrass me.
Yeah, don't embarrass me because I don't do well with embarrassment. Well, I don't, and so like once I'm embarrassed, then I'm gonna have to divorce you. Like I can't. I can't.
But cut him. Oh my God, this is so good. This is amazing. We had a lot of questions, girl. I know the people gonna love this episode. We really went through a whole at least 30 something questions. And these were great questions. Yeah. So thank you for coming on. And I did want to end it with you like giving any other advice or any other popular question that's out there or something that's wrong that's out there that people should know about.
So I want to leave women with this is to make sure that you are in control of your sexual health, whatever that looks like. I think a lot of times we put all the control on who our partners are. We make sure they're the ones with the condoms. We make sure they're the ones who are getting tested or whatever. We don't really take the control of our sexual health as we should. Also, it is your responsibility to have an orgasm, not your partner's. And why I say that, because you should be able to know your body enough. That way, if someone is not doing something that works, you can articulate what they should be doing better. So if you're having sex with someone and you're not having an orgasm, that is a you problem. Now, it might, again, it's a thing called sexual compatibility. So they might just not be compatible, which is a thing. But there's some part about that experience that you should like and be able to enjoy. So it might not be the penis part, but maybe it's the foreplay part. It's something about that you should be enjoying. So if you're not enjoying nothing, that's a you problem.
Okay. Yeah, you just did is lay on your back and just say some oohs and ahs, honey. How long you gonna keep that up?
You got to speak up.
You gotta speak up. People can't read your mind. No one can read your mind. And I also understand that we as women, Black women, we were not taught how to communicate our sexual needs with our partners. So that's something you have to learn. But my God, learn it.
Yes. That was a good way to end that, honey. Listen, that's gonna reach a lot of people out there. Stop faking orgasms, please.
You're not doing anyone any favors.
Listen, right. Don't be doing that little leg shake, girl. We know.
Oh, no. That's the real fake. I ain't doing all that, child. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ashley, for being on the podcast today, y'all. We are definitely going to keep in touch with Miss Ashley here. Y'all make sure y'all follow her. We'll be sure to tag her as well. We're going to tag Jalen as well. Thank you for being co-hosting with me today and having some great, amazing questions as well. And yeah, you guys, until next time, you guys. Bye.
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 Face down, ass up, waiting for me. I'ma show you pretty ass that you've never